Hello Guardians, Reapathy here, and Bungie had their second Taken King reveal stream featuring community manager Cosmo, sandbox designer Claude Jerome, and everybody's favorite, Mr. Fruit. The commentary for this stream was done by Deej and James Sai, who is a design lead and specializes in strikes. The first part of the stream, Mr. Fruit shows off the new Solar Titan skill tree. First we start with the Titan grenade, and there's a new grenade called the Thermite grenade which sends a burning line of fire. The other two grenades we are all familiar with is the Fusion grenade and the Incendiary grenade. And sorry for those who think that Titans are getting blink, possibly, this is not true. They have the same exact jumps as their Striker and Defender classes. The Solar Titan has a new ability to create sunspots from solar ability kills and throwing hammers towards the ground. When done correctly, it can also grant you an overshield and make your super ability last longer. The Titan's solar melee has an ability called Melting Point, which can lower an enemy's defense for you and your allies. They finally get to show off an artifact called the Radagast Blade, which gives your fully charged melee kills a chance to create orbs. Here's a quick look at the rest of the Solar Titan subclass. Feel free to pause and read each one. Now we move on to the Night Stalker Hunter. There's a new grenade called the Void Wall grenade, which creates a horizontal wall of burning void light, and I imagine it's used for zoning out enemies in an area. The other two grenades include the Spike grenade and the Vortex grenade from the Voidwalker class and the Defender Titan class. The jumping abilities are identical to the Gunslinger class. The Shadow Shot super can be used for trapping and even allows you to shoot 3 bows for 1 super. Even if you miss your target, as long as the arrow lands near a group of enemies, it will tether them, suppress them, and damage them over time. The new melee ability is a smoke bomb that lets you and your allies gain the benefit of vanishing through smoke. The other smoke abilities can even damage your enemies, much similar to the wizard poison. Hunters get a new exciting ability called the Shade Step, which is activated by double tapping your crouch button, and it acts like a dodge roll ability. And lastly, we move on to the Warlocks. They get a new Storm Grenade that acts as a, and I quote, a pocket storm. The Arc Bolt Grenade and Pulse Grenades make a return as well. There's no blink added to the Warlock jump and is identical to the Sunsinger class. You do however get an ability to blink while your super is active. The new Thunderstrike melee is a higher range melee which can even add more range as a perk or chain lightning off of your melee, as if Warlocks needed more range added. A notable new perk, which is mainly found on armor, lets you gain grenade energy on melee hits and vice versa. All of the subclasses look great and I can't wait to get my hands on them. And now the players are off to the Shield Brothers Strike, which is a level 36 strike in this new and cool flying animation. As they touch down and kill the first group of enemies, James Sai speaks about the new evolving strike, and certain rooms might have a variable encounter, meaning it won't be the same every time. Examples include different enemies to fight, different enemy spawns, and different dialogue. The fire team continues their fight and is slowed down by a Goliath tank. One of the main differences between this tank and the tank we've seen in the Valis to Arik strike, I noticed the speed of the cannon shot from the tank was a lot slower. It's most likely nerfed due to the small area of combat. James Sai also speaks about the new reward systems in the strikes. They want us to feel better about the time spent in strikes and mention that bosses will drop boss-specific items to show off that you took them down. He also mentioned it could be armor or a weapon. The first boss we see is Valis Maul, and his main attack seems to be a running slam. Deej and Sai tell us that the boss mechanics will change and they don't want the strike bosses to seem like a bullet sponge or, and I quote, a poopy bag of hit points. As the fight continues, reinforcements arrive and Valis Maul runs away, and his brother Valis Thuron, whose main weaponry is a giant cannon that shoots straight up and marks the floor as a target, and the cannon lands seconds later as an AoE. The two bosses seem to flee when they reach a certain health, and this is the one moment we get to see the sword gameplay. It looks similar to the Crota's End Sword, but it also adds the ability to block.
Maybe shield some things? Is that how this works?
It seems like it would block damage.
Maybe I should have been using this. Is that? I don't know.
Nah.
Oh! Look at that!
The climax of the strike includes both bosses jumping back in with waves of reinforcements and a full frontal assault on your fire team. This concludes the stream and my video, and stay tuned next week for a new reveal on Twitch with Laced Up Lauren, which takes us to the Court of Oryx in the Dreadnought, and expect to see another video by me. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and in the comments below, please share what excited you most about the strike, or what excites you most about the Taken King in general. Also, click the link below to see our previous video. This has been Reapathy, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.